Railway. Porsha Williams breaks silence on ICE detaining husband. Railway star. Porsha Williams is breaking her silence regarding ICE detaining her estranged husband, Simon Gobedia. The two parted ways a year ago after just 15 months of marriage. So how does she feel knowing he is going through such a struggle? Keep reading for more details. Porsha Williams breaks silence on ICE detaining Simon Gobedia. It was very controversial when Porsha Williams and Simon Gobedia first got together. He had previously been married to her RHOA co-star Fallon Pena. Therefore, it was alleged Porsha did not wait for the two of them to get divorced before pursuing a romance. Regardless of what happened, she and Simon tied the knot in November 2022, and she took on his last name. Unfortunately, things went south, and after 15 months, they filed for divorce in February 2024. This came on the heels of Simon celebrating being in America for 42 years, but he and Porsha had a lot of fighting left to do. They had a prenup, so she was able to keep their marital home temporarily and was also allowed an unrestricted right to film and produce television, film, or social media in said home. Porsha made her grand return to RHOA for season 16, which was a huge win for Bravo and the fans. So using the home to film in was a big deal. As for Simon, the two are still embroiled in a legal battle, but according to People, he was detained by ICE as of February 21st. As of now, he is in the Stewart Detention Center located in Lumpkin, Georgia. Porsha Williams broke her silence via Instagram and claimed it was Simon Gobedia's choices that led to him being detained. He is originally from Nigeria, but moved to America in 1982. Simon then overstayed his visa, so he could be deported in 1985. He was deported in 1992, but was able to return shortly thereafter under another identity. Simon has applied, but this was never something that was approved, and now he is facing the consequences, which Porsha seems to be very unbothered by. Deleted post. Porsha Williams has since deleted the post regarding her Simon Gobedia getting detained by ICE. She was being slammed for having no heart toward his situation. WAOA fans could not believe how cold she was in this situation, but at the same time, it was typical Porsha. Simon was captured by ICE and is being held in a detention center. Porsha showing her class as usual. Cold below deed. Sounds like Porsha may have tipped ICE about her husband, which is cruel. She doesn't seem bothered by the arrest, and instead almost saying, "Karma be, lol." It will be interesting to see how she answers to this when the reunion comes around. More so, if she will have a less harsh response on her social media regarding Simon and his ICE status. For now, Porsha seems utterly unbothered. Porsha Williams had faced public scrutiny, social media whispers, and tabloid speculation before, but nothing prepared her for the shock of hearing that her husband, Simon Gobedia, had been detained by ICE. The reality star and businesswoman, known for her fierce attitude and outspoken nature, was now confronting an unimaginable crisis, one that threatened to shake the very foundation of her marriage and her future. The news had broken in the early hours of the morning. A routine check had allegedly flagged inconsistencies in Simon's immigration status, leading to his sudden detainment. Porsha, still in her silk robe and with remnants of last night's glam clinging to her face, had been woken up by a frantic phone call. It wasn't a producer or a gossip blogger, it was Simon himself. His voice, usually steady and composed, trembled on the other end. "Babe, they're detaining me. I need you to listen to me." Porsha had felt the room spin. What? What do you mean? Where are you? Who is they? The questions tumbled from her lips, but before she could get a full answer, the call dropped. A cold dread settled in her stomach. Hours later, she was sitting in front of a ring light, staring at her own reflection in the camera. She had never been one to hold back when it came to speaking her truth. If she had to fight, she would fight loudly. This was not the time for silence. She took a deep breath, steadied herself, and pressed the button to go live. Within seconds, thousands of followers flooded the stream. The comments flew up the screen so quickly she could barely read them, but she knew what they were all asking. What happened? What was she going to do? Hey y'all, her voice was softer than usual. I just wanted to come on here and speak from the heart. You'll know I don't like addressing everything the blogs say, but this is my life. My husband, my love, my everything, Simon, has been detained by ICE. And let me tell you, I am not taking this lightly. I am not about to sit here and let people spin their narratives. I need y'all to understand what's happening. She took a deep breath, steadied herself, and pressed the button to go live. Within seconds, thousands of followers flooded the stream. The comments flew up the screen so quickly she could barely read them, but she knew what they were all asking. What happened? What was she going to do? Hey y'all, her voice was softer than usual. I just wanted to come on here and speak from the heart. You'll know I don't like addressing everything the blogs say, but this is my life. My husband, my love, my everything, Simon, has been detained by ICE. And let me tell you, I am not taking this lightly. I am not about to sit here and let people spin their narratives. I need y'all to understand what's happening. She inhaled sharply, collecting her thoughts. People think they know everything. They don't. What I do know is that my husband is a good man. A kind man. A man who takes care of his family and his people. And this is some BS. He is not some criminal. He is not some fraudster. He is my husband. The comment section exploded. Prayers up for you, Porsha. Girl, what? ICE? Oh, the blogs are gonna have a field day with this. Didn't people say his papers were sketchy, though? Porsha clenched her jaw. And to the people who want to speculate and throw shade, let me be real clear. I am standing by my man. We're doing everything we can to make sure this gets resolved. And trust me, we have some of the best lawyers on this. She paused, pressing her lips together as the emotions threatened to spill over. This was supposed to be her fairy tale. A whirlwind romance, a lavish wedding, a blended family she had fought to build. And now she was waking up in a nightmare, forced to defend her husband's name while legal battles loomed in the background. She thought back to the many warnings people had given her when she first got with Simon. You sure you know everything about him? You know people are gonna talk, right? She had brushed it all off. Love was supposed to conquer all. But could it conquer this? A ping from her phone startled her. A text from an unknown number. Be careful what you say, Porsha. People are watching. Her pulse quickened. She didn't like feeling helpless, but she also knew the world of reality TV and scandal all too well. The moment the media caught wind of this, the story would be out of her hands. They would twist it, manipulate it, turn it into something it wasn't. She had to stay ahead of the narrative. I just want to say one last thing before I get off here, she continued. This is personal. This is about family. It is easy to sit back and watch someone else's life crumble from a distance. But I am telling y'all, I won't let that happen. I don't care what it takes. Simon is coming home. She ended the live stream, exhaling a shaky breath. A single tear slid down her cheek, but she wiped it away before it could fall completely. Her phone buzzed again, this time from her mother, Diane. Baby, we're gonna get through this. Porsha closed her eyes, gripping the phone tightly. She wasn't sure how, but one thing was clear. She was ready for battle. The world could watch, judge, and gossip all they wanted. But Porsha Williams was no stranger to a fight. And this time she was fighting for her husband, for her marriage, and for the life they had built together.